Hello again, welcome to another look at the weather courtesy of netweather.tv. What an interesting week it's been, hasn't it? Apart from the general election, of course, the weather's been in the headlines a little bit. It's been certainly very cold for the time of year, some record-breaking low temperatures, down to -6 in places. That's the air temperature, ground temperatures even lower. And we've had some snow too. I think the ski season over the Cairngorms is probably going to go into June. Of course, a lot of it's not good news for gardeners and growers because, of course, that frost could well have done some damage. There is still some more frost to come in the next night or so, but things are going to change. If we have a look at the surface pressure for the next few days, in the weekend and through into next week, you see things change slowly from the south. To begin with, we keep an area of low pressure near Iceland and the Faroes. That's going to be there for quite a while, continuing to feed rather chilly winds down across the British Isles and into some other western parts of Europe. Incidentally, maybe also feeding some ash towards our way as well, but that's rather uncertain, and it's really not in my brief, as it were. But then things very gradually change, because as time goes on, starting in the weekend, we begin to see pressure rising across the south, and when we head into next week, high pressure takes over as far as much of the country is concerned, so it will be turning much more settled, I think, as time goes on, as we at long last lose the effect of those northwesterly winds fed by that low pressure near Iceland. It's reflected too on the thickness chart, which shows you the temperature of the atmosphere. We start off quite cool, large cold trough across the British Isles. That's the green shadings, below average temperatures there, and that heads down towards Spain as well. Quite warm, you notice, in eastern parts of Europe. We've had some very high temperatures there. Moscow, for instance, also had some high temperatures. Scandinavia too. And very gradually, as time goes on, from about Sunday onwards, we will see things warming up in the south. The change of colour there into the yellows and the orange, indicating some nice warm weather at long last, and this will very gradually spread to the rest of the United Kingdom during the course of Tuesday and into the rest of next week. So, day-to-day forecast. As far as Friday is concerned, it does look as if it's going to start off again quite frosty in eastern parts of the country. There will at the same time be a slow moving weather front in the west. That's good news in a way, because it'll keep the nighttime temperatures up, but it will give some outbreaks of rain in those western parts from time to time. In the east, as the day wears on, although there'll be some sunshine, I think there will be a few showers bubbling up, probably just for a while. And on the theme of showers, that weather front in the west will turn more showery, the rain on it tending to die out as time goes on, although there'll still be the odd showery burst left. And as the rain dies away, it will allow somewhat brighter weather to eventually creep into some western and northern parts of the country. And everywhere, I think, after that chilly start, a little bit less cold. On Saturday, still one or two showers to be found in the southeastern corner of the country. Otherwise, sunny spells for most places to start the day. But as it wears on, there will be some more rain spreading into Scotland, Northern Ireland, northwest England, and into North Wales, and again we could start with some early grass frost, but temperatures recovering quite nicely in most places during the course of the day, back up to around normal for the time of year. If you're going to the FA Cup final at Wembley, I think you might have to wrap up a little bit. It will be on the chilly side, but I think with a bit of luck it should stay dry. On Sunday, that rain band will continue to move southwestwards in the first part of the day across England and Wales, followed in turn by brighter weather with one or two showers, and the odd one of those showers could turn out to be quite heavy too. As the front moves away and the showery conditions come along, northern and western parts, I think, will feel a little bit on the chilly side again, but temperatures will be near normal in the southeastern half of the country. Now, if you're going to the international horse trials at Chatsworth House, Bakewell, Derbyshire, over the weekend, not too bad a day, I think, there on Saturday. But there is a chance, I think, of getting some rain during the course of Sunday. Moving now into Monday, it looks as if probably most parts of the country will actually have a fine day. Fair bit of cloud around, but the best of sunshine in central and eastern parts, and everywhere I think it will begin to feel warmer at long last. And then on Tuesday, some rain spreading across Scotland and Northern Ireland, but otherwise I think for England and Wales the odd shower maybe, but for most places it will be dry. There'll be some sunny spells and again, if anything, feeling a little bit on the warm side. And as we head into the middle and latter part of next week, high pressure hopefully will gradually take over. That means to say it's going to become more settled as time goes on in much of the country. The northwestern corner, though, perhaps keeping the less settled conditions, some cloud and outbreaks of rain from time to time, but most places settling down, temperatures going up nicely, quite warm, I suppose there's still an outside chance to begin with, a bit of ground frost around, but I think even that threat hopefully will diminish as the days go on. So, having started on a chilly note, we end on a reasonably warm and settled one with some sunshine, so spring perhaps is with us at long last. I'll update you on everything again this time next week, but for now have a lovely weekend. Bye bye for now.